Hello everyone, welcome to BrainX. Today I'm going to talk about the 25 best ways to improve your memory, part 1. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, comment and subscribe to my channel for the next videos about your mental well-being. Our memories are an integral part of who we are, but as we age, our memory declines. For many older adults, the decline becomes so serious that they are no longer able to live independently, which is one of the biggest fears adults have as they age. The good news is that scientists have been learning more about our brain's amazing capacity to change and grow new neural connections each day, even in old age. This concept is known as neuroplasticity. Through research on neuroplasticity, scientists have discovered that our memory capacity isn't fixed, but rather malleable like plastic. To take full advantage of neuroplasticity, you will need to exercise your brain and take care of your body. These 25 tips and tricks are some of the most effective methods for improving memory. 1. Learn something new. Memory strength is just like muscular strength. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. But you can't lift the same size weight every day and expect to get stronger. You will need to keep your brain constantly challenged. Learning a new skill is an excellent way to strengthen your brain's memory capacity. There are many activities to choose from, but most importantly, you will need to find something that forces you out of your comfort zone and commands your full attention. Here are some examples. Learn a new instrument. Make pottery. Play mind games like Sudoku or chess. Learn a new type of dance like tango. Or learn a new language. Research from 2007 showed that speaking more than one language can delay the onset of memory problems in people with dementia. 2. Repeat and retrieve. Anytime you learn a new piece of information, you're more likely to mentally record that information if it's repeated. Repetition reinforces the connections we create between neurons. Repeat what you hear out loud. Try using it in a sentence. Write it down and read it aloud. But the work doesn't stop there. Research shows that simple repetition is an effective learning tool if used on its own. You will need to sit back down later and actively try to retrieve the information without looking at where you wrote it down. Testing yourself to retrieve the information is better than repeated studying. Practicing retrieval creates more long-term and meaningful learning experiences. 3. Try acronyms, abbreviations, and mnemonics. Mnemonic devices can be in the form of acronyms, abbreviations, songs, or rhymes. Mnemonics have been tested since the 1960s as an effective strategy for students. You have probably been taught a few mnemonic devices for remembering long lists. For example, the colors of the spectrum can be remembered with the name Roy G. BIV. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. 4. Group or chunk information. Grouping or chunking refers to the process of dividing newly learned information into chunks to produce fewer, larger chunks of information. For example, you may have noticed that it's much easier to remember a phone number if the 10 digits are grouped into 3 separate chunks, for example 555, 637, 8299, rather than one long number like this. 5. Construct the mind palace. The mind palace technique is often used by memory champions. In this ancient technique, you create a visual and complex place to store a set of memories. In future videos, I will talk about more instructions on creating memory palaces. 6. Use all of your senses. Another tactic of memory connoisseurs is that they don't just rely on one sense to help retain information. Instead, they relate information to other senses like colors, tastes, and smells. 7. Don't turn to Google right away. Modern technology has its place, but unfortunately has made us mentally lazy. Before you reach for your phone to ask Siri or Google, make a solid attempt to retrieve the information with your mind. This process helps reinforce the neural pathways in your brain. 8. Lose the GPS. Another common mistake is relying on the GPS every time you drive. Researchers found in 2013 that relying on response techniques, such as GPS, for navigation shrinks a part of our brain called the hippocampus, which is responsible for spatial memory and moving information from short-term to long-term memory. Poor hippocampus health is associated with dementia and memory decline. Unless you are totally lost, try to get your destination using your brain instead of just following the instructions on your GPS. Perhaps use GPS to get there, but use your brain to get back home. Your brain will thank you for the extra challenge. 9. Keep yourself busy. A busy schedule can maintain your brain's episodic memory. One study linked busy schedules to better cognitive function. This study, however, was limited by self-reporting. 10. Stay organized. An organized person has an easier time remembering. Checklists are one good tool for organizations. Manually writing down your checklist instead of doing it electronically also increases the likelihood that you will remember what you've written down. 11. Sleep on a regular schedule. Go to bed at the same time every night and get up at the same time each morning. Try not to break your routine on the weekends. This can greatly improve sleep quality. 12. Avoid bright screens before bed. The blue light emitted by cell phones, TV, and computer screens inhibits the production of melatonin, a hormone that controls your sleep-wake cycle, circadian rhythm. A poorly regulated sleep cycle can really take a toll on sleep quality. Without enough sleep and rest, the neurons in our brains become overworked. They can no longer coordinate information, making it more difficult to access memories. Roughly an hour before bedtime, turn off your devices and allow your brain to unwind. I hope this video was helpful and helps you strengthen your memory. In part 2, I'm going to talk about the rest, so don't miss it. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, comment, and subscribe to my channel for the next videos about your mental well-being.